This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
A couple more and then we'll wrap this one up. Sean wants to know, what is Arn's thoughts about Jim Cornette ripping AEW? It's been pretty controversial.
Well, Jimmy, like everybody else and every single person on this earth, they have a right to their opinion. I would just say stay true to whatever you truly believe, and you have a right to feel any way you want. You know, I have mixed feelings about a lot of things in this world, and you have a right to voice them. Jimmy has his way of looking at the business, and I respect a lot of that. I also think we all have to evolve, and we have to cater to some of what's already been, introduced as far as higher impact moves and bumps and things of that nature, and just the sheer physical part of how the business has evolved. We have to accept that that's here and it's probably going to stay. But I also do respect the fact that we have to protect the talent from themselves. We got to protect the story that we're telling in the ring, and we have to protect each other. And I do feel, which I think Jimmy does too, is we've got to dial down a little bit of the danger and some of the things that talent are doing. We got to protect them from themselves. And in a lot of things, Jimmy, I share his thoughts about old school rules of the business. And I'm certainly, have my own way of looking at the business these days, but I do think we have to be flexible in our thought process and more or less get our finger on the pulse of, which is most important, what does the audience want? And listen to our audience and listen to what they say, and give credence to everyone's point of view, because sometimes somebody entirely out of your loop will say something and you go, damn, I didn't even think about that. And it's right under my nose. And this could be your neighbor. It could be the person at the grocery store. It could be somebody at the gym. You got to be receptive to change, and everything changes, including our business.
Ralph wants to know, if you and Tully didn't leave JCP, would you have liked to seen a Horseman versus the Midnight Express War Games match? Of course, it would have been maybe challenging to imagine a war game match happening between just two tag teams, but the idea of you and Tully taking on the Midnights in a cage match, man, that could have been something else.
Yeah, that I have no doubt in my mind that would have been a 6 to 8 month program. With Jimmy thinking and us thinking and planning and mapping that thing out, it would have been well done. It would have built properly. It would have, because it was a first. Top heel teams just didn't fight each other back then. And it would have been a first, and it would have been unique, and we could have made that really fly. You couldn't have had a War Games match because you don't have enough players, but you could have certainly had a series of cage matches and a couple of gimmick matches, and kept the thing interesting when you needed it. It wouldn't have been jammed in there just to be having it. It would have built to a cage match, and you could have bet 4 guys would have probably bled to death.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.